Wow, it's actually daytime, relatively daytime. Close to it. Not exactly, but still. Who's a good potato? It's been Leak here, and it's time for a movie review. I love this one. A Million Ways to Die in the West. Now, I'm a big Seth MacFarlane fan. I've been a fan, followed him around since. Well, not literally, figuratively. I followed his work ever since Family Guy initially came out, which would probably be the introduction for the majority of us. I wasn't a big fan of Ted simply because it was mostly pot and dick humor, but this was very classy. It takes it back to the initial Family Guy Seth MacFarlane style, where it was gross, it was violent, it was out there, but most of all, it kept it classy. It was presented in a way that you could, really enjoy while going, wow, I'm a really fucked up individual. That was part of the fun of it. Anyway, A Million Ways to Die in the West is a surprisingly civilized individual who is a sheep farmer, or, he may just be a pussy, either way. Uh, Falls in love, or begins to fall in love with the wife of the most dangerous bandit in the West after getting dumped by his ex-girlfriend. This leads to a lot of hilarious hijinks and kind of him being the only other guy I've ever seen to kill Liam Neeson in a movie. So props to that. Why don't you use that in a fucking sketch? But yeah, no, not really any musical numbers in this, which is surprising considering his typical style. This is a guy who's singing about boobs at the Oscars, for fuck's sake. But no, it was definitely funny. It was entertaining. It was not really gripping, unfortunately. But it had pretty much the basic mechanics of a very entertaining comedy. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this one 3.5 potatoes. I know it's not typically high, and I give this movie a fair amount of praise. But let's face it, at the end of the day, a comedy is still a comedy, and you don't think about it too long after you have finished the movie. We'll go ahead and say this. I would like to see him come out with a Family Guy musical. Now, this would be a costly endeavor, but let's face it. From what I've seen, and I've seen almost every Family Guy episode a few times, with the exception of the most recent season, I saw each episode of that one time. Mostly Netflix and boredom, and Hulu. But Family Guy's starting to run out of ideas. I've noticed that. They've gone downhill. They started, resorting to, inside jokes with the viewers. So, pretty much ever since the early 2000s. Oh, that dog of mine and all that shit. They brought back the punny beaver and all that jazz. They're starting to, get a little darker, and it's starting to really lose its shock factor and effect. If they came out with a Family Guy movie musical, not only would they one-up The Simpsons and, technically double up on The Simpsons in two different ways, releasing a movie before the 20th anniversary, as well as making it a musical as opposed to just, that dramatic film. Winston! I feel like it might be an enriching endeavor to go ahead and focus on one full-length film in order to get the ideas flowing. Who knows what might come across the table, and who knows what'll happen in the long run, but putting a lot of energy and time in a single experiment will kind of help them get back to the roots. I'd like to see that. Either that, or they can just, pick up where it left off, who gives a fuck? I'm nobody. Anyway, have you seen this film? What do you think of it? Post all down in the comments down below. Motherfucker! Like, comment, subscribe, keep on keeping on. I'll see you in another video. Bitch, get down. Get down. Yeah.